Happy May. By the time you're getting this, the time I release it, it's going to be May. We still have nothing flowering. It's grown quite a bit, as you can tell by these statues here and stuff. The Solomon seal is doing really good, and the iris is poking up, as well as the lilies that are mixed in here, and the tulip. Got a lot of leaves over here. It is Saturday. It is April 29th when I'm filming this section. It's about 48 degrees out and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Another very chilly day. Bouts of rain. A little brightening right now. More rain coming later. And tomorrow's going to be quite a bit of rain. Don't go too far, boys, okay? Do me a favor. We got 2 cords of firewood delivered. I'm going to convert that into my new woodshed because the one down here is just a disaster. It leaks. It's poorly built by the prior owner, and it just doesn't work. So stay down here, boys. Everything's greening up and starting to leaf out. Much slower. A lot of the other areas in New Hampshire, much farther along. Down in Keene, they're flowering out quite nicely. Last week when I was down there, all the cherry trees in blossom. So we'll get our time. It'll come soon. Unfortunately, we have another week of rainy weather, and it might be average temperature, but it's going to be cloudy, so it just stays chillier. The ground stays cooler, and stuff isn't going to be pushing out as quickly. But bee balm's all growing in very nicely. Look how much this spread from last year. That's all. And there's a couple of varieties already mixed in because we had the 2. So, but all this is getting nice and thick. Hey, the boys. Hi, Sebastian. You may notice that Sebastian went to the groomer today. He had to get a very thin or a very tight shaving. He was getting a lot of knotters, and he's still a little too rambunctious when we try to brush him out daily. We've been trying to do it little by little, but there's a lot of him, so little by little doesn't cut it. Plus, the couple of days we had already that got up to 90, he was very uncomfortable. So it's probably going to be closer to what he's going to look like through the summer months. We'll try to find a happy medium. Even over here, the daffodils, the ones that have survived the big pause, not too much change from 2 weeks ago. These are all new, so they may not flower this year. Maybe, just getting established and get their first sprouts out and drink up the sunshine where they can. But yeah, little bits here and there. You can see some green, not full leaves, but leafing out. Right now it's mostly the maples and the shrubs. The cherry tree over there is further along, little bits of leaves opening up, than the similar one over here by the house. The grass is greening up quite a bit. I'm sure last week's video, everything had not nearly as much green to it, and 2 weeks prior to that, it must almost look like a desert. Want to go around back, boys? Yeah, it's starting to drizzle again. Oh, there's another one of the cherries there that's got some nice white flowers on it. Pretty much same story around back. This hydrangea is buds, a little bit further along than where they were. And little patches here and there. Hi, Bangor. Little by little coming up. I think there's a lot of Sweet William in here. I'm not sure if that's what it is. We do have some trout lilies growing back here. That's one thing I've noticed on my walks, is that the trout lilies are quite numerous this year. Everywhere up and down the driveway. down the nature path. Got some foamy bells coming around there. Hi, Sebastian. And oh, good. The actually starting to get some leaves opening up on the rose in here in the back. So that's good. That's progress. That's where we put one of the bleeding hearts, and the other one is more up the line toward the donkeys there. Right there on the little pot there. There you go. And the rain's starting back up again. I figured I would get out and film now rather than wait till later when it's pouring heavy, and tomorrow it's supposed to be pretty heavy throughout the day too. Ah, sweetheart. By the way, the groomer pulled off 6 ticks after his bath and shaving. They were dead. Our boys get treated with flea and tick, so no surprise there that he had a bunch of ticks. Happy they were dead. But he's been little by little exploring further out into the woods on our walks, and I've been letting him run free down below the house. So we got a ways to go before up the driveway. Here is this vine hydrangea, and that's doing wonderfully. Look at it all wrapping around already. So it should build a nice good base this year. Start off a lot bigger next year. Got this garden all tilled out, or at least raked out. Misha's kind of been using that. It's an impromptu litter box, so we've been trying to keep that clean, and then the dogs go and retill it for us. You want to go in, Teddy? Yeah, Teddy does not like the rain. All right, so I'm going to cut it short. I'm not sure where I'll put it in the video, but I did take almost everyday photos of the garden plots here. So just to see the progress over 2 weeks. Come on, Sebastian, want to go in? Get some treats? Good boys. All right.